This particular crypto literally looks like it just got shot out of a cannon. Once the coin was available in September, not too long ago, all of a sudden it rocketed up. And check out this usage. This is total value locked. You can see how it's been going up steadily since July and then just launched. Then let's look at fees and revenue. Of course, same thing as we scroll in here. Incredible. What is it? You might see it here. It's ASTER, A-S-T-E-R. Now, I'm Brian. Disclaimer, big dumb animal, don't do what I do. I've got a school community where we go through all sorts of things. I've got courses, many of them. I'm not just in the markets because I believe I can make money on this hopefully bull run and future crypto. Personally, my belief, crypto is the new financial revolution. You're not going to be able to deny it. It's going to be everywhere. Might as well get in now. How do you use it for yield? How do you use it to debank for loans? Those sort of things. Everything you want to learn, I've got it in there. I'll talk about it at the end. Also have links down below to various exchanges and things. If you're interested, take a look. There's some sign up bonuses. So ASTER, let's get started. The other day I did a video, and just subscribe or go to my main page and you'll see it here. It's talking about exchanges printing 8x revenue. What did I mean by that? There's a lot of exchanges where you can buy crypto. And then there's the, just spot exchanges. And then, of course, there's the derivatives exchanges where you can buy contracts and use leverage. They call them perps, perpetuals. They do 8 times the revenue as the spot exchanges. It is significant, which makes sense. If you watch the total market and you see it going up, you'll know that it goes left to right, bounces around, a lot of consolidation. They're always talking about shorts and longs being liquidated. So there's a lot of trading activity in volume. The volume, I believe, on perps is 900 billion versus spot exchanges of like 200 billion, but there's a lot less of the perps exchanges. So anyway, the math was, it looks like they do about 8x the revenue. Okay, let's take a look at ASTER. I'm going to show you some interesting things about it. 3 billion market cap. That's huge. 15 billion almost fully diluted. It just came out recently in September. If we look at the chart here, it was around maybe 50 or 60 cents. It ran up to, what did it spike around 250? It's about $1.84. Not uncommon when things run to retrace about 50%, but a lot of this is just following market activity. So if you believe that's a good input for you, you might want to consider it. Now, here's what's interesting. If we read about ASTER itself, there's no KYC. In other words, you can just, regardless of where you are, you don't have to go through proving who you are. That means know your customer, KYC. You can just connect it to your wallet and get started. It's available across the BNB chain and Ethereum and Solana and Arbitrum. And what's interesting is, we'll look at here, the Binance founder, last name Zhao, founder of Binance. He said on X that it doesn't compete with Binance, it actually helps Binance. And I thought that was interesting. And here's his actual tweet. I guess I don't know what you call it now. ASTER competes with Binance, but helps BNB. Now you might think, okay, isn't that what everyone says? Oh, that competitor over there, they're not going to hurt us. They're just going to help us. And you think that's just baloney. Well, I think it gives a little more credibility because he's a limited advisor. Some of the individuals that created ASTER were former Binance team members, it says here, and he has a limited role as an advisor on product and technology. So I think that gives a little more credibility to his statement that he believes this will actually help the Binance ecosystem as well. I find that interesting. Let's take a look at it. It looks like every other exchange. It's got spot, it's got perpetuals. You can choose what exchange here, BNB, Ethereum, Arbitrum, Solana. Again, no KYC. You can see here I just hooked up my wallet, ready to go. I'm going to do a video on exactly how to use it, move money in, move money out, how the perps and the spot work. I've done that on BitUnix. I've done it on MEXC. I just make these simple little tutorials. So if you're interested, take a look at those. But here you go. Price-wise, I can't tell you where it's going to go to. It already has a huge, and that could just a huge market cap and a huge fully diluted value. However, for me, I look at the various categories I invest in. I believe decentralized finance will do great. Exchanges, particularly perps exchanges, are doing crazy volume. And as we looked, this is fees and revenue. I mean, we're talking about 25 million on one day. Fees and revenue, that is substantial. So if you want to start looking at crypto, what's interesting about this bull run is that we have many, like Aether, DPIN. I think they are at 155 million trailing 12-month revenue. That's substantial. Now we're talking about, forget meme coins and all of that, crypto that has utility, that's being used, that's generating revenue. I think we need to look more at that because that's what institutions are looking at. Sure, they're trying to bet on which layer one may gain the most traction over the future. But if you're looking at who's got revenue right now today, these are the ones that are interesting. And as more institutional investors come online and more seasoned investors come online, and remember 1/3 of the U.S. wealth, I don't know about other countries, but in the U.S., 1/3 of the wealth is either 55 or 60 plus individuals in terms of age. They have 1/3 of the U.S. wealth. When they start picking up on things that meet their types of metrics, like, do you have revenue? Can you show revenue? Oh yeah, you do. I think a lot more of these are just going to take off. So if you're looking for one in the exchange category, obviously this is a huge market cap. Maybe it can't sustain that. I don't know, but I think it's worth taking a look because some of these larger ones that have big backers or big names like Zal or however you pronounce it from BNB, I think that does help. Thanks for watching, and please listen as I explain my crypto school community. Have a great day. Love how I break things down? Then hop into my crypto school. You'll get step-by-step courses on everything: buying, selling, staking for yield, borrowing, lending, even going fully debanked. Plus, join lively crypto chats and catch my daily market updates. And lastly, if you just want to help support the channel, there's a join button just below this video.